It's time to face the truth. Not every woman is interested in you, and not every woman who isn't will tell you directly. Some women might string you along, enjoying the attention or even testing you while never planning to commit. It may sound harsh, but it's reality. There are subtle and not so subtle ways a woman signals that she's just not that interested in you. Many men refuse to see them. Why? Because society tells men they have to fight, win, and never back down. You've been fed the idea that persistence always wins, but sometimes persistence can be a trap. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. If she's not giving you attention, affection, or respect, then walking away isn't losing. It's preserving your self-respect. No man should be giving his energy, time, or heart to someone who isn't reciprocating. In fact, understanding these signals and choosing to walk away can be one of the most empowering things a man can do. It's not about chasing every woman who crosses your path. It's about knowing when to value yourself enough to stop wasting time on someone who doesn't see your worth. This isn't about giving up at the first sign of disinterest or running from relationships. It's about recognizing when a woman has shown you, through her actions or her lack of them, that she's not interested. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what signs mean it's time to cut your losses and walk away with your head held high. Remember, real strength isn't in holding on, it's in knowing when to let go. She never makes time for you. If she's not making time for you, it's a major red flag. Think about it. When someone genuinely cares, they make room in their life for you. Time is precious, and a woman who values you will want to share it. But if she's always too busy or constantly has an excuse, her priorities are clear, and you're not one of them. Maybe she responds with vague messages like, "I'll let you know," or "I'll see if I'm free." These are classic evasions. She's keeping you at arm's length, and instead of committing to plans with you, she's leaving her schedule open for other people or simply avoiding you. When a woman is interested, she'll be excited to meet up and will make it happen. If she's not doing that, it's a clear sign she's simply not interested. Let's put this into a real-world example. Imagine this. You ask her out for dinner and she agrees, but says she'll check her schedule. Days go by and you hear nothing back. Finally, on the day of, she sends a quick text saying, "Something came up. Maybe next time." This is her way of letting you down gently, keeping you as a backup without actually investing any real time. A woman who's genuinely interested won't say, "maybe next time," indefinitely. She'll find a way to show up. She'll give you clear dates and times because she actually wants to see you. If she's constantly pushing things off or doesn't bother to make concrete plans, it's time to recognize the message. She doesn't see you as a priority. Continuing to chase someone who doesn't value your time is a waste of your energy. Real men value themselves and their time, and if she's not making room for you, then it's time to make room for someone who will. It's simple. Don't beg for someone's time when there's someone else out there who will gladly give it to you. She avoids physical affection. Physical affection is a natural part of attraction and connection. When a woman is genuinely interested, she'll want to get close to you, holding hands, hugging, or even just simple casual touches. If she's avoiding any form of affection, she's likely signaling a lack of interest in taking things further. For instance, if you try to put your arm around her and she subtly or not so subtly pulls away, she's showing that physical closeness makes her uncomfortable. Sure, some people need time to warm up to physical contact, but when there's interest, there's also a willingness to gradually let someone in. When you're the only one trying to bridge that physical gap and she's constantly pulling away, that's a sign she doesn't want to be close. Let's look at a practical example. Imagine you're watching a movie together. You move closer to her, maybe trying to hold her hand, but she folds her arms tightly or shifts away slightly. When you ask if something's wrong, she brushes it off with, "I'm just not that into PDA," or even laughs it off. This isn't about needing personal space. It's a lack of attraction or interest. Affection shouldn't feel forced or like a one-way street. When a woman wants to be with you, she'll be open to these little moments of closeness. But if she's pulling away, keeping her physical distance, or only allowing minimal contact, she's showing you that she doesn't see you in a romantic light. It's a hard truth, but one you need to face. Instead of chasing after someone who's cold or dismissive, understand that affection should be mutual. Mutual respect. Don't settle for someone who tolerates your touch when there are others out there who would welcome it. If she's avoiding physical affection, take it as a sign that it's time to step back and make space for someone who won't hesitate to be close to you. 3. She's always busy with other people. One of the most telling signs that a woman isn't interested is when she's constantly busy with others. You can feel it in the way she talks about her life, how she's always hanging out with friends, going out with others, or telling you about her other male friends. If she's always surrounded by others and seems to have no time for you, it's clear where her focus lies. The truth is, when a woman is genuinely interested in you, she won't constantly talk about or spend time with other people, especially if they're not just friends. If she's truly into you, you'll be one of the main people in her life, not an afterthought or someone she squeezes in between her busy social calendar. If she's always saying she's too busy to meet up or spend time with you because she's out with other people, she's sending a message. It's subtle, but it's there. She's not prioritizing you, and that's something you need to pay attention to. No one is too busy for the people they actually want to spend time with, especially when they care about them. If she's always making room for others, that's a clear signal she's not as invested in you as you may think. It's also important to recognize when she's only contacting you when her other plans fall through. If she reaches out when no one else is available, only to go radio silent once things are back on track with someone else, it's a sign you're not her top choice. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not a backup. This situation can be tough, especially when you're emotionally invested, but you have to be real with yourself. A woman who is truly interested in you will not be out spending time with other people while keeping you on the back burner. You're not her second option, so don't settle for being treated like one. Time is valuable, and you deserve to have it spent with someone who values you in return. If she's always busy with others, it's time to stop chasing and move on. 4. She never shows genuine interest in your life. Let's be blunt. If a woman never shows genuine interest in your life, then she's not interested in you, period. It's really that simple. If she doesn't ask about your day, your passions, or the things that matter to you, she's not invested in building a connection with you. Men, wake up. You can't keep fooling yourself into thinking that a woman who never engages with you on a deeper level is somehow waiting for you to prove yourself. When a woman is truly into you, she'll want to know about your life, your goals, your struggles, and your dreams. She'll ask questions because she genuinely wants to understand who you are, what makes you tick, and what you care about. If she's not doing that, you've got to stop pretending like her disinterest is just a phase or that you haven't done enough to earn her attention. It's not your fault. She just doesn't care enough. The issue here is that many men get caught up in the idea of pursuing someone who isn't actually showing any interest. They think if they're nice enough or persistent enough, they'll eventually break through the wall. But here's the reality check. No amount of effort will make someone care if they're not already interested. Stop wasting your time trying to convince someone to care about you. Think about it. If she's not asking about your life or showing any curiosity about your well-being, she's not thinking about you when you're not around. She's not interested in supporting your journey or being a part of it. And frankly, no woman who's serious about you is going to let that happen. Real relationships are built on mutual care and interest. If she's not giving you that, then it's time to move on. It's easy to get stuck in the pattern of chasing someone who isn't giving back, but men need to realize that a woman who's into you will ask the tough questions, challenge you to be better, and genuinely want to share experiences with you. If you're not getting that, then it's time to stop pretending like something's there when it's not. Stop giving away your time and energy to someone who isn't willing to invest the same in you. Wake up, man. There are women out there who will be genuinely interested in your life, and they won't make you beg for their attention. 5. She only reaches out when she needs something. If the only time she reaches out to you is when she needs something, it's time to face the harsh reality. She's not interested in you for who you are, but for what you can do for her. This is a major red flag. Men, stop lying to yourselves and thinking that every favor or need she asks of you is a sign of genuine care. 6. She only reaches out when she needs something. If the only time she reaches out to you is when she needs something, it's important to face the truth. That's not a sign of affection or genuine connection. It's manipulation. Genuine relationships aren't built on one-sided interactions where one person only shows up when they need something. A woman who truly values you will be there when you need her, not just when it's convenient for her. If she only calls when her car breaks down, when she's low on cash, or when she wants something, that's not love or respect. It's using you. This kind of behavior often goes unnoticed by men because we're naturally inclined to be helpful, protective, and eager to be needed. But there's a big difference between being needed in a healthy way and being used as a backup option when her other plans fall through. If she's constantly reaching out only when she's in trouble or when it's convenient for her, it's clear you're not her priority. You're just an option. It's time to ask yourself, what are you really to her? Are you just a safety net, someone she calls when things get tough? A man who knows his worth doesn't tolerate this kind of one-sided relationship. When a woman is truly interested in you, she'll show up for you when it matters, not just when it's convenient for her. This is the point where men need to wake up and stop tolerating low-effort relationships. You are not here to be someone's convenience or emergency contact. You deserve better. When you keep giving and giving without receiving any real investment in return, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. It's time to stop being the person she calls when everything else falls apart. If you're not a priority in her life, it's time to walk away. Your time, energy, and emotional investment are valuable. Don't waste them on someone who only remembers you when they need something. Here's the hard truth. If you're still chasing a woman who's not interested in you, you're only sabotaging your own self-worth. Men, stop wasting time trying to earn the attention of someone who doesn't even care enough to give you the bare minimum. You're not a backup plan, and you're not here to be someone's emotional crutch. The moment you realize your value is the moment you stop begging for scraps. Comment below with your experiences. Let's talk about this. I'll reach out personally because you deserve to be surrounded by people who truly appreciate you. Let's connect and grow from this.